where Aviwe Mtila, senior reporter, is there. He's telling us that there's a quick update that he needs to give us. Aviwe, I believe that the liquor board is there to shut that tavern down.
This very moment, what you're seeing are the official signing off the compliance notice given by the liquor board to the owner here. In fact, we just want to get an indication of what's happened. Nomkhulu, thank you for joining us at eNCA, but maybe give us clarity on what's happening here.
Oh, okay. We as the Eastern Cape Liquor Board, we are now issuing a compliance notice in terms of Section 55 of the Eastern Cape Liquor Act. This notice is a notice that is issued when there is a possibility of disorder, public violence, or any matters relating to that, for the registrant, which is the person who is the owner of the outlet, to close forthwith the premises for a period that the board deems necessary until the investigations are completed. Okay,
but what are the transgressions here? There are 21 dead teenagers here. I mean, this is a serious issue. Take us to your insight in terms of what can happen. Are there any criminal charges that can be placed against the owner, or what's going to happen?
In terms of our act, no registrant is allowed to sell liquor to underage persons. That is the first point. And any person who has done so is in transgression of the law, and that transgression is a procedurable offense. So it is a criminal offense to sell liquor to underage persons. Once the investigations have been completed and the police furnishes us with a report and indicating that the persons who have unfortunately perished in this unfortunate incident we will then lay criminal charges as allowed in terms of our act.
Are you going to take any accountability as a liquor board, given that the community here has given you notice in terms of what's been happening at this tavern? They say as far back as 3 weeks ago, they've alerted you of the time constraints that are not being adhered to. Now that has, of course, led to the deaths that we see here. Do you take any responsibility in monitoring taverns around even this area or the Eastern Cape?
Yes, we do take the responsibilities in monitoring taverns around the Eastern Cape. We do as much as we could in terms of monitoring compliance with the Liquor Act. The enforcement of bylaws, I must indicate, is a responsibility of the municipality. They determine bylaws. Our act would only determine bylaws in as far as that municipality is concerned. So we enforce bylaws in conjunction with the municipalities. With regards to the complaint, we haven't received a complaint. I must indicate, no complaint has reached the Eastern Cape Liquor Board regarding non-compliance with this tavern. So that's why we have not acted regarding non-compliance issues emanating from this outlet.
Nomsamasego, BBC News. So what I would like to know is, through your preliminary investigations, what have you found to be the transgressions so far?
Preliminary investigations, they pointed to two things. One, that there were underage children that were in the premises, which is not allowed in terms of the law. Two, that the tavern or the establishment did not close at the time that it was supposed to close. Those are the two issues that are prominent to us at this stage.
So what's going to happen now? Are you going to shut down the establishment to allow for investigations?
This notice is just to do that. We are shutting it down now to allow the investigation to proceed. And upon receipt of the outcomes of that investigation, then the board will take further actions.
Okay. Myself, I'm just going to jump in. I want to move to the owner here who was signing the papers here, just to get understanding, given that she's given the compliance. Mama, thank you for joining us at eNCA. Your tavern is being shut down. There were teenagers that were killed at your tavern. Firstly, maybe explain to your knowledge what happened.
Abantwana mama abana 13
bafuna ntoni etavern yakho mama? Kufanele ukuba abantu abagcwele apha kwitavern yakho ngabantwana abancinci.
Abantwana abane-13 bhuti abangena apha endlini. Babekho abantwana babangaphandle. Once umntana abelapha ngaphandle bahlala baye bakhempisha apha ngaphandle bangangeni phaa ngaphakathi. Baca ngokuyikwila wili phaa kusebusuku batshova amacango benze ngehlobo kuthiwa benze ngalo. Abangena abantwana bane-13 years apha ngaphakathi.
Mama, abantu abaswelekileyo isinintsi sabo bana-13 to 17 bayi-21 bonke bangaphantsi kweminyaka yi-18. Uzama undixelela uba isininzi sabantu abaphakathi phaa ngabantu aba-over 18 kodwa kusweleka abantu abayi-21 usithi abangena.
Ii-security ziye zenze shona uba ngabantwana aba-over 18 abangena phaa ngaphakathi.
Abayi-21 aba baswelekileyo basweleke njani mama kwitavern yakho kodwa xa kungena abantu abaphezulu ko-18?
Kodwa abangoku ndicela kwiibhengos bendingekho kwakuba khona kwalapha mna ngala mini.
So uthini though about what has happened here? Uziva njani ngento enzile?
Kubuhlungu sisi, kubuhlungu kakhulu. Nam ndingumama nayazi nokuphuleka nomntana wakho. Kubuhlungu akumandanga ndinawo namazwi othetha. Kubuhlungu kum. Kubuhlungu nyamanyani. Akumandanga.
Izikhalazo zivakalisiwe i-community apha uba ixesha nilibambe lokuvala kuthiwa nivala nango-5 ekuseni. Ndifuna uphendula uba niye kanjani into enjalo yenzeke.
Into eyenzeka bhuti kuyavalwa apha ngoku. Imoto ezimisa apha ngaphandle zizo eziye zikhalise umculo kuse kuthi gedi. Sixa siphuma thina sikhalaza umculo athi umuntu lala liphumile endlini yakho. Abanye mhlawumbe ayingoba lapha eScenery Park ngabezinye area bazokonwaba apha eScenery Park.
Neighbors abahlala la ekuhlaleni bathi it's not the first time that teenagers have been coming to your tavern.
Sisi ndithi bahlala apha ngaphandle abantwana abangeni phaa ngaphakathi.
Should you take blame for what's happened? Do you blame yourself for what happened?
Uthe xa uphendula abantwana kuyaqinisekisa i-security into yobana bangeni ngaphakathi but abantwana baswelekele ngaphakathi. Zenze ntoni i-security before basweleke xa bebegcwele apha ngaphakathi?
Kuthi bendingekho ngala mini kwawubakho so andikwazi uphendula into endingayazi ngami zenza uxoka ke ngoku. Salungiselela into endingekhange ndibe khona kuxoka ke ngoku ukuthetha into endiyivileyo.
Ubalekile laa mbuzo ubuzwa yicolleague yam uba wena do you take responsibility, do you take blame for the deaths of the 21 children here?
Ewe sisi kuyiwari abantwana baswelekele kwindawo mna enditya ngayo. Kubika ubuhlungu. Kwindawo mna endingenza ngayo isonke abantwana babhubhele ngaphakathi imiphefumulo emininzi kangakayana iphume phaa ngaphakathi akumandanga nakum kubuhlungu.
What do you say to the families of the 21 children that have lost their lives?
Ndithi ngqisi kubo. Andiyaba mandithina ndithi ngqisi kubo.
Okay. That Maseko is the tavern owner of Enyobeni Tavern here in Scenery Park. Of course, she's just been given a notice by the liquor board that is closing down the tavern itself indefinitely. You heard there not many answers as to why teenagers are allowed inside. She says that the bouncers do not allow the teenagers inside, but of course 21 children lost their lives just inside the tavern there. She says Nesi, which loosely translated means apology to the families that have lost their young teenagers. Yeah.
Very heartbreaking story, Aviwe, and very valid questions you asked there. The owner explaining that she wasn't there and that she doesn't know what happened. She doesn't want to lie, but of course also telling Aviwe and other journalists there that she does take some responsibility because 21 young people died at an establishment where she makes money. But at the same time, I think maybe you and I will agree that it's not enough just to shut down this establishment. There must be some criminal charges leveled against the owners and whoever was there and allowed these young people in there.